Closing tools. Now this closing tool that we're going to use is simply, this is the formula that successful and professional individuals use to make a decision. Now, you're gonna incorporate the concept of a professional, a successful person making decisions and how they make decisions, but you're also gonna tell them, look, successful people like yourself make decisions using this formula. Or there's a lot of successful people that make decisions like this, and I know you're a successful person, and you should also make a decision using this formula. So it's a little bit of giving them a compliment, boosting their confidence, telling them, look, you're a professional, you're successful, so you should use this formula because successful people use this formula. It doesn't matter what they do for a living. It doesn't matter what type of position they have. It doesn't matter what car. It doesn't matter what type, the level of success that they've obtained. That does not matter. It's just complimenting them. Just telling them, look, 99.9% of all the successful people use this formula, and you're a successful person as well. You should use it yourself. And they're going to feel positive. They're going to feel comfortable. They're going to feel satisfied simply because you're letting them know that you feel they're successful, regardless of their level of success. It's just a compliment. It's a psychological method to boost their confidence and to make them feel good about them and also about making a decision. So you're going to tell them, sir, you know what? 99.9% of all successful people use this formula, and I guarantee you you're successful as well, and you should use it. Now, the formula is simply putting all the pros and all the cons on a list, making a list of pros and cons. So if you want, I could help you with this. Let's grab a piece of paper. Let's put all the positives and all the negatives about making a decision today, all the pros and cons about making a decision today, and we could look at both of them and see which one makes sense. So if it makes sense for you to leave without insurance, then fantastic. Leave without insurance. But if it makes sense to leave with insurance, then my advice would be to leave with insurance. Now, once again, all successful people use this formula. Why? Because making a decision, especially a decision when you don't feel so confident, the only way you're going to feel confident is by having a list of all the negatives, having a list of all the positives, and you make a decision based on that. Don't make a decision based on emotions, based on how you feel. Make a decision based on what's right, all the positives and the negatives. Sir, I completely understand that the rate may be a little bit more than what you wanted to pay, but look, let me share something with you. See, all the successful people like yourself use this formula to make decisions, and I want to help you. So why don't we use this formula? Now, let me grab a piece of paper. We'll put all the negatives, all the negatives and the positives, all the pros and cons on a list, and we'll evaluate each one. If there's more positives than negatives, then you leave with insurance. If there's more negatives than positives, then you leave without insurance. What do you say? Do you want to make a decision like a successful person? Because I know you are. And you should always make decisions like this. Matter of fact, this is one of the methods that I use myself whenever I'm in a bubble, whenever I'm 50-50 about making a decision. I make a quick list, all the pros, all the cons, all the positives, all the negatives, and then I make a decision. So like that, at least you feel satisfied, comfortable, because you know you evaluated the pros and cons. Now, once again, the majority of all the successful people use this formula to make a decision.